In the beautiful and intricate map of your human design chart, you will find 9 energy centers, each holding a unique frequency and theme for your life. Today, we turn our gentle attention to the throat center, the square located in the middle of the neck area of your body graph. Think of this center as the grand central station of your entire being. It is the ultimate hub for communication, expression, and, most importantly, manifestation. All the energy moving through your chart, from your thoughts, your feelings, your intuitions, and your drive, ultimately seeks a way to be expressed and brought into the world. The throat center is the final destination for this energy, before it becomes a tangible force through your words and actions. This center is where everything comes together. It is the voice box of your soul, the mechanism through which you share your unique gifts with the world. When you speak, you are not just making sounds, you are literally bringing energy into form. This is why we call the throat the center of manifestation. Your words have the power to create your reality, to initiate action, to connect with others, and to declare your truth. It's a place of incredible power, a junction where your inner world meets the outer world. Understanding how your specific throat center operates is fundamental to living in alignment with your authentic self and creating a life that feels true and deeply fulfilling for you. Every single defined center in your chart is trying to find its way to the throat to be expressed. Whether it's the emotional wave from your solar plexus, the intuitive knowing from your spleen, or the conceptual ideas from your ajna, they all press towards the throat, waiting for their moment to be shared. The throat center translates this internal energy into something that can be seen, heard, and felt by others. It is the bridge between your inner potential and its outer realization. Without this center, all the beautiful energy within you would remain locked away, an unexpressed symphony of potential. It is the key that unlocks your ability to impact the world around you. Therefore, the throat center is not just about talking, it is about doing, it is about creating, it is about being. It governs the entire spectrum of human expression, from the quietest whisper to the boldest action. It is the engine of metamorphosis, turning the intangible energy of your being into the concrete reality of your life. As we explore the nuances of this center, especially when it is open or undefined, you will begin to see just how vital it is to honor its mechanics. By learning to work with your throat correctly, you empower yourself to manifest a life that is truly and authentically yours, spoken and lived with clarity and grace. When we look at a human design chart, we see that centers can be defined, colored in, or open, which means white. If your throat center is white, it means you have an open, or undefined, throat center. This does not mean you are without a voice or that you cannot communicate effectively. In fact, it means something quite profound and beautiful. An open throat center means that you do not have a fixed, consistent way of expressing yourself. Instead of broadcasting your own steady channel of energy, your throat center is designed to be a receptor. It is like a satellite dish, beautifully designed to take in and amplify the communicative energy of the people and environments around you. Having an open throat means you are here to become wise about communication itself. You are not meant to have one single, consistent voice. Instead, you have the incredible capacity to sample and experience the full spectrum of human expression. When you are with someone who has a defined throat, your open center takes in their energy, and you may find yourself speaking in a way that reflects their style, their rhythm, or even their specific vocabulary. This is not about being fake or inauthentic. It is your natural design at work. You are a mirror for the voices of others, and through this mirroring, you learn what it feels like to communicate in myriad ways. This receptive nature makes you incredibly sensitive to the energetic quality of words. You can feel the intention behind what is being said, not just the words themselves. An open throat can sense when communication is clear, and when it is distorted, when it is authentic, and when it is forced. This sensitivity is your superpower. It allows you to become a connoisseur of expression, able to discern the truth and integrity in how people speak and act. You are not here to be a constant source of sound, but rather a wise observer and participant in the grand conversation of life, knowing when the energy is correct for your own voice to emerge. Because your expression is not fixed, it is deeply influenced by your surroundings and the people you are with. This is a crucial piece of information for you. It means that the environment you place yourself in will directly impact how you feel and what you feel capable of expressing. Being in a supportive, encouraging environment can make you feel articulate and heard. Conversely, being in a critical or chaotic environment can make you feel silenced or pressured. Your open throat is a barometer for the health of your communicative environment, guiding you towards people and places where your voice can be received with kindness and respect. One of the most remarkable gifts of the open throat center is its inherent flexibility. You are a true chameleon of communication. This means you have the natural ability to adapt your style of expression to fit any situation or audience. You can speak with the intellectual precision of a scientist in one moment and with the heartfelt passion of an artist in the next. This adaptability is not something you have to consciously think about. It is an innate part of your design. When you are with different people, your open throat naturally tunes into their frequency, allowing you to connect with them on their level in a way that feels organic and resonant for both of you. This fluidity is a tremendous asset in all areas of your life, from your personal relationships to your professional endeavors. You can be a masterful mediator, a gifted teacher, or a compassionate friend, simply because you can sense what kind of communication is needed in the moment. You can feel whether a situation calls for gentle words, direct feedback, or simply quiet presence. While someone with a defined throat has a specific and consistent way of speaking, you have access to a whole palette of expressive colors. Your wisdom lies in learning to trust this adaptive nature and allowing it to guide your interactions without feeling like you need to be someone you are not. However, this incredible adaptability can also be a source of confusion if you don't understand how it works. You might wonder, who am I really? What is my true voice? This is a common question for those with an open throat. The answer is that your true voice is not one single thing. It is this very capacity to be flexible. Your authenticity lies in your responsiveness, not in a fixed identity. Trying to force yourself to communicate in only one way would be going against your nature. Embracing your chameleon-like ability is the key to unlocking your expressive power and feeling at home in your own skin. Your gift is to reflect and amplify, and in doing so, you help others hear themselves more clearly. When you are speaking with someone, your open throat can act as a sounding board, allowing their own energy to be magnified back to them. This can be an incredibly healing and clarifying experience for the other person. You are not just a passive receiver. You are an active amplifier who brings a unique wisdom to every conversation. Your power is subtle but immense. It is the power to meet people where they are and to facilitate a deeper level of connection and understanding through your responsive and adaptable presence. For someone with an open throat center, the concept of timing is everything. While our society often rewards those who speak first and loudest, your design operates on a different, more refined principle. Your greatest power and clarity in communication come not from initiating, but from responding. The key for you is to wait for an invitation to speak. This invitation doesn't always have to be a formal engraved card. It is an energetic opening, a moment of recognition from the outside world that creates the space for your voice to be heard and, more importantly, to land effectively. An invitation can take many forms. It can be a direct question like, "What do you think about this?" It can be someone making eye contact with you expectantly, creating a silent space for you to fill. It can even be an internal feeling of being seen and recognized in a group conversation, a palpable sense that the energy has turned towards you. When you speak after receiving this recognition, your words carry a special kind of power. They are imbued with the correct energy of the moment, and they are received by others with an openness that is simply not there when you try to force your way into a conversation. When you speak without this invitation, you often experience a sense of resistance. Your words might fall flat, be ignored, or even be misunderstood. You might feel like you are talking into a void, unheard and unseen. This is not a personal failing. It is simply the mechanics of your open throat at play. Without the energetic invitation, there is no clear channel for your expression to flow through, and it gets stuck or dissipated. Waiting for the invitation is not about being passive. It is about being strategic. It is about conserving your energy and releasing your wisdom only when the timing is perfect for it to have the maximum impact. Learning to recognize these invitations is a practice of developing your awareness. It requires you to be present in the moment, attuned to the subtle energetic shifts in your interactions. As you experiment with this strategy, you will start to notice the profound difference it makes. You will feel the ease and flow when you speak in response, and you will feel the struggle and frustration when you initiate. Trust this feedback from your body and your experience. The magic of your open throat is unleashed when you honor its natural rhythm, allowing your voice to emerge as a welcome and valuable contribution at precisely the right time. Living with an open throat center in a world that, really values constant self-expression can present some unique challenges. The primary challenge arises from the pressure, both internal and external, to speak up and make yourself known. Because your throat center is open, it takes in and amplifies the expressive energy around you. This can create an intense internal pressure to talk, to have an opinion, to contribute, or to prove your worth through words. This is what we call the not-self mind of the open throat. It's a conditioned voice in your head that whispers, "You need to say something or they'll think you have nothing to offer." This pressure often leads to one of the most common shadow patterns, trying to attract attention. An individual with an open throat might feel invisible or overlooked if they are not speaking. This can create a deep-seated need to be noticed, which can, honestly, manifest as talking too much, interrupting others, or saying things in a provocative way just to get a reaction. It's a desperate attempt to fill the perceived void of silence with noise, driven by the fear that silence equals irrelevance. This behavior, however, is counterproductive, as it often leads to being perceived as scattered or inauthentic, pushing away the very recognition you crave. Another shadow is the feeling of being chronically unheard or misunderstood. When you speak from the not-self pressure to initiate, your words lack the correct energetic backing to be properly received. You might share a brilliant idea, only to have it ignored, and then watch as someone else says the exact same thing 5 minutes later to great acclaim. This can be incredibly frustrating and can reinforce the painful belief that your voice doesn't matter. It's a vicious cycle. The fear of being unheard leads you to speak at the wrong time, which in turn ensures you are not heard, further deepening the fear. This constant struggle can also lead to a deep-seated fear of silence. You might feel a nervous energy in quiet moments, an urgent need to fill the space with chatter. This is the open throat amplifying the potential for expression and misinterpreting it as a command to speak. The not-self mind believes that if you are not talking, you are not manifesting, and therefore you are not doing life correctly. Understanding that these challenges are not personal flaws, but predictable conditioning patterns is, honestly, the first and most crucial step toward liberating yourself and reclaiming the true, quiet power of your open design. Let's dive deeper into the mental pressure that so often accompanies an open throat center. This isn't just a fleeting thought. It can feel like a constant humming anxiety in the back of your mind. Your open center is like an empty room that echoes with the sounds from outside. When you are around people who are expressing themselves freely, your open throat amplifies that energy, creating a powerful internal urge to do the same. The not-self mind then translates this amplified energy into a command. I must speak now. I need to figure out what to say. This can lead to a state of mental churning, where you are constantly rehearsing conversations and planning your next words. This internal pressure is often rooted in a deep-seated fear of being overlooked or considered unimportant. In our culture, visibility is often equated with value. We are taught to speak up, make your voice heard, and sell yourself. For an open throat, this external conditioning is magnified internally, creating the false belief that your worth is directly tied to how much you talk. This can be especially challenging in professional settings, like meetings, or in social gatherings where everyone seems to be vying for the spotlight. The fear of fading into the background can become so strong that it compels you to speak, even when you have nothing authentic to say. This compulsion to speak from a place of pressure almost always backfires. Instead of making you feel seen, it often leads to a feeling of deep inauthenticity. You might hear the words coming out of your own mouth and think, "Who is saying this? This doesn't even feel like me." This is because the words are not coming from your true authority. They are coming from a conditioned need to fill a silence or gain approval. This can be exhausting and demoralizing, leaving you feeling more disconnected and invisible than if you had simply remained quiet. The very act you thought would make you visible ends up obscuring your true self. The antidote to this pressure is to begin to see it for what it is: just energy. It is not a command. When you feel that intense urge to speak, to figure something out, to attract attention, take a breath. Recognize that you are simply amplifying the expressive energy in the room. It does not mean you personally have to do anything with it. This awareness is your freedom. By observing the pressure without acting on it, you begin to break the cycle. You start to differentiate between the conditioned noise of the not-self and the quiet, authentic impulse that arises only when the timing is truly correct for you. The journey of deconditioning for an open throat center is a gentle process of unlearning. It is about peeling away the layers of pressure and expectation to reveal the wise, patient voice that lies beneath. The first and most practical step is to begin experimenting with your strategy. Waiting for the invitation. Make it a conscious practice. In your next conversation or meeting, commit to staying quiet until you are directly asked for your input or feel that clear, energetic opening. Notice how it feels in your body. It might feel uncomfortable at first, as your not-self mind screams in protest. But stick with it and observe what happens. A second powerful tool is to find strength and comfort in silence. Instead of fearing quiet moments, begin to embrace them as your natural state. Silence is not emptiness for you. It is a place of reception, wisdom, and peace. When you feel the pressure to speak, consciously choose silence instead. Take a deep breath. Listen more intently to what others are saying. By doing this, you are not being passive. You are actively reclaiming your power. You are teaching your system that it is safe to be quiet and that your value is not dependent on your verbal output. This practice will help calm the anxious energy of the not-self. Another crucial step is to trust in divine timing. Your open throat is designed to speak when the moment is perfectly right. This requires a deep sense of trust in the flow of life. You have to trust that the right invitations will come at the right time. You have to release the need to control the conversation and manipulate outcomes with your words. This trust is cultivated over time as you experiment with your strategy and see the positive results. When you speak from a place of recognition, you will feel the effortless power in your words. And this positive reinforcement will build your confidence and your faith in the process. Finally, a journaling practice can be incredibly helpful. When you feel that not-self pressure to speak or the frustration of being unheard, write it all down. Journal about the thoughts in your head. I have to say something smart. No one is listening to me. I feel invisible. By getting these thoughts out of your head and onto paper, you create distance from them. You can begin to see them as conditioned patterns rather than absolute truths. This practice helps you to objectify the not-self dialogue, reducing its power over you and allowing you to connect more deeply with the quiet wisdom of your true, authentic self. In a world that never stops talking, your ability to be comfortable in silence is a radical act and a source of profound strength. For the open throat, silence is not a void to be feared, but a sanctuary to be cherished. It is in the quiet spaces that you are most receptive, most aware, and most connected to your own inner wisdom. When you are silent, you are not absent, you are deeply present. You are listening not just with your ears, but with your entire being. You are absorbing the energetic information of the environment, discerning the truth of the moment, and becoming wise about the nature of communication itself. Embracing silence allows you to become an anchor of calm in any conversation. While others may be speaking from a place of nervousness or a need to dominate, your quiet presence can bring a sense of stability and peace to the group. People will subconsciously feel your non-anxious presence and may even slow down themselves. Your silence gives others the space to truly hear themselves think and speak. In this way, your quietness is not a passive state, but an active contribution. It is a gift you offer to others, creating a more conscious and mindful communicative space for everyone involved. When you learn to love your silence, you also learn to value your words more. When you are not compelled to speak by not self-pressure, the words that do eventually come through you carry immense weight and clarity. They emerge from a place of deep listening and correct timing. They are not filler, they are substance. By speaking less, you make every word count more. People will learn that when you do choose to speak, it is because you have something truly valuable to contribute. Your voice gains authority and respect not through volume or frequency, but through its impeccable timing and authenticity. So, I invite you to reframe your relationship with silence. See it as your superpower. Practice sitting in it, breathing into it, and finding the richness within it. Notice the subtle details you pick up when you are not busy formulating your next sentence. Feel the peace that settles in your nervous system when you release the pressure to perform verbally. Your power does not lie in being the first to speak or the loudest in the room. It lies in your capacity to hold a wise, receptive silence, and to speak only when your voice can be a true and impactful manifestation of the energy of the moment. As we conclude our journey into the heart of the Open Throat Center, I want to leave you with a message of deep reassurance and empowerment. Your open throat is not a deficiency. It is not a weakness. It is a design for profound wisdom and incredible adaptability. You are not here to be a constant broadcaster, but a masterful amplifier and a wise guide in the world of communication. Your worth is not measured by the volume of your words, but by the quality of your presence and the impeccable timing of your expression. You are here to teach the world the power of listening. Embrace the beauty of your design. Celebrate your ability to connect with people from all walks of life, to adapt your voice to meet them where they are. See your sensitivity to language as a gift that allows you to discern truth and foster authentic connection. The frustration you may have felt, the feeling of being unheard, or the pressure to speak, is simply a signpost guiding you back to your true nature. These challenges are the curriculum for your wisdom. By learning to navigate them, you become a master of expression, not by forcing it, but by allowing it to flow through you at the perfect moment. Trust in the magic of the invitation. Know that life will always call you forward when your voice is needed. Your only job is to be present, to listen, and to wait for that moment of recognition. When it comes, speak your truth with the clarity and power that has been gathering in your silence. Your words, when spoken correctly, have the power to heal, to clarify, and to manifest beauty in the world. They are potent because they are rare and perfectly timed. You are not meant to be the first voice, but often you are meant to be the final, clarifying voice that brings everything into focus. So, be gentle with yourself. Release the pressure. Fall in love with your quiet moments. Find the strength in your silence and the wisdom in your waiting. Your Open Throat Center is a gateway to a unique and powerful way of being in the world. It is a design for quiet confidence, deep connection, and impactful manifestation. You are a gift to the world, and your voice, when shared from a place of authenticity and correct timing, is one of the most beautiful gifts you have to offer. Trust your unique design, for it holds the key to a life of ease, grace, and profound purpose.